Welcome to Business Unmuted. I'm Graham Robb. In England from April the 12th, 2021, shops, health clubs, gyms and car dealerships and pubs and restaurants with outdoor space welcomed customers back, the grand reopening. I'm joined by 4 business leaders with a keen interest in those sectors to look at how it's all gone and what's next. In the studio with me is Ken Campling, Finance Director at the Bannatyne Group, which operates more than 70 health clubs across the UK. Charlene Lyons is head of the Masham-based Black Sheep Brewery. She's Chief Executive, supplying many pubs with excellent beer. And Adrian Waddell is Chief Executive of NE1, the Business Improvement District in Newcastle. And from the motor retail sector is Virdee, Head of Business at Vertu Meredes-Benz of Slough. Well, you're in the studio, Ken, so we'll start with you. These health clubs, of course, at the last reopening were the last ones to open. You're a little earlier this time. How's it gone?
It's gone extremely well. A lot of very happy members, very happy staff welcoming back to the clubs. We're still all about the standards to ensure we keep up the excellent safety record we have for our members. And people are rejoining the health clubs as well, so it's been all around a very good experience so far.
That's excellent. Now, I'm a member, I haven't gone back yet, but I know a number of my staff are members of your health clubs, and there's a lot of enthusiasm. I think one member of staff was in the swimming pool at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock yesterday morning, and she was very, very impressed. Do you think that there will be a consistent return? Are people really genuinely enthusiastic for the long term, or is it just a bit of a novelty?
I think there'll be a consistent return. We have a lot of members to get back who left us during the 3 lockdowns we've had, and I do believe people are more concerned with their own wellness and their health and fitness now. And we're basically a wellness centre that can help you recover your physical fitness, which contributes greatly to mental health as well. So I really hope it's a sustained improvement now. And
you did make a strong case to the government that you were opened earlier in this cycle than you were in the last cycle.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, when we look at our record in the number of infections per 100,000, we were a tenth of the national average consistently right up until the last lockdown. So very frustrating that we can't be fully open straight away. Things like steam rooms, sauna and our classes are still restricted, but we get them back in the middle of May. So that's what we're looking forward to.
All right, let's move over to Vertu Mercedes-Benz. A bit of background noise from your busy dealership, so it's obviously going well, Virdee. Tell me how the reopening has gone.
Frankly, really, really well. Yesterday we reported sales double that of a normal Monday, and possibly the biggest opening or a Monday that we've ever had in our whole history across a group of over 135 dealerships. So really, really well. I think what's important is there's an intrinsic part about customers coming to visit our showrooms, to test drive our cars, to sit in them. And our colleagues have missed the opportunity to be able to interact with customers at a face-to-face perspective. So really, really good, and we're really pleased and excited about the opportunity that lies ahead.
Now, obviously, you're selling a Mercedes-Benz there, a premium brand, not known for being a cheap and cheerful car, certainly quite a premium product. Is there enough demand for that kind of thing? Is the economy, do you think, on the up sufficient that you will sell a lot of cars?
Good question. Three aspects to that. Auto Trader suggests that consumers have an additional £7,000 in savings that they didn't have or wouldn't have had if they didn't have this COVID period. So there is money out there. Consumer confidence is at an all-time high. And if you add to the fact that Auto Trader are reporting in excess of 100% increase in inquiry levels and activity on their website, it gives you some indication just how buoyant the market is. We've really adapted as a company, very pleased. The 5 dealerships around this area, all Mercedes-Benz dealerships, have embraced some of the digital technologies where we allow this kind of opportunity with our customers. We offer a click and collect facility. We also offer a 14-day money back guarantee. So customers have got used to the habit, and we have actually had a really successful March and February and January. We've actually had a really, really good period. We're very pleased. And this purple patch that lies ahead, I don't think will just be a small blip. I think this is going to be sustained.
Good. Well, if that is true, that would be good for all sectors, I'm sure. Could you tell me, if I wanted to test drive an expensive Mercedes-Benz S-Class, could I just walk into the showroom, or would I have to make an appointment?
We recommend appointments just due to the level of inquiries. However, we are welcoming walk-in customers. Our test drives are unaccompanied. and we have stringent COVID protocols that we follow, including the sanitization before and afterwards, so that customer safety is and our colleagues' safety is obviously clearly of paramount importance. So yeah, and Robert, lots of test drives happening yesterday. The cars were jam-packed all day long. Our car park was in and out with customers test driving cars. It was lovely to see.
Well, I'll have to save up my pennies a bit, I think, before I test drive an S-Class. Raj, thank you very much. Moving on to Adrian Waddell. Adrian from Newcastle Any1 Bid. Obviously, the centre of Newcastle, very, very exciting place for people to socialise. How has it gone reopening? I saw television pictures with lots of street-based restaurants. It looked like the centre of France, but the weather didn't.
I think that's a pretty good analogy, Graham, as far as yesterday went, actually, and really we were delighted. Footfall was up 13% on the sort of same day back in 2019, and businesses, particularly as you will have noticed, hospitality, have really been taking a lot of trouble in making an investment in their outdoor areas, both in terms of quality of furniture and how they organise themselves. We've been doing a huge amount of work with the City Council to make sure that as much outdoor space that can possibly be made available is being made available. And we have also been helping those businesses with grants to help them buy heaters, weather protection gear and that sort of thing. So that's been incredibly popular, and of course the shops were open yesterday as well. So it was a really, really good day, and it was lovely to see the city buzzing again, and seeing people just back in and beginning and enjoying themselves, which actually we've all been looking forward to doing that for such a long time. So it was great, really good start.
I like the sound of the heater, Grant. We'll go over to Charlene Lyons from Black Sheep Brewery, who also has a few pubs as well as brewing. Charlene, would your pubs have outdoor heaters?
They do, but only one of our pubs is actually open at the moment because the others don't have any outdoor space. But the one that is open is fully heated outdoors and busy.
Very good. Well, we've only got a couple of minutes left. Tell us about the brewing and how you've had to get the logistics right to serve this reopening, because you can't just turn on the brewing, the taps and have beer straight away. It takes some time to ferment.
It does indeed. We were actually very grateful for the roadmap that the government laid out for us, because actually it gave us an opportunity to fill the supply chain. One of the biggest issues previously was that we were given no notice at all. So we were given time to brew accordingly, and basically we made sure that the supply chain was full and that customers were able to order. We've been distributing up and down the country, wholesalers, multiple pub groups, local direct free trade, and people have been busy. We're starting to see repeat orders already coming through from a busy first day of orders, so it's good.
You also have a visitor centre in North Yorkshire. I should say that to anyone wanting a weekend trip out. Is that open?
It will be open on the 17th of May.
Right.
And yeah, come and visit, come and book. We're expecting a very, very, very busy summer period, certainly with international travel restrictions. And already we're taking bookings and we kind of are going to be very busy, we expect, which is good.
Well, we're just going to wrap up. I'll just go back to Adrian Waddell. Do the pubs that you have in your city centre have the same positivity that you're hearing from Charlene Lyons of Black Sheep Brewery? Did they think it went well?
Yeah, it has gone well, and there has been a real buzz about the place, Graham. But of course, we can't pretend just because you can put tables and chairs and you can get covers outside. They've got to be able to trade profitably. And you're not going to be able to do that solely outside. So actually, the next big date, getting people back indoors and getting businesses trading fully without restrictions, that's going to be, that's what we all need.
And that certainly affects 3 out of our 4 guests today. Thank you for joining us on Business Unmuted.